On second down, it's Taylor. Ooh, a juke. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Packers' 21-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, they're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bates. And this one is incomplete. The Packers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dillon now off the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
150. Hey, second. Second. No, 66.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, Not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
He's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off play action. Bates. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Come back team! Come back team! 18 Rebels! 18 Rebels!
Back to throw. Bates. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bates. There goes screen with Dillon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A final shot before break. Bates. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Brady. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Brady now on first down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from Mabel. Some offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. On play action, now Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this down to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hit.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Brady will try again on second down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Taylor is in for a Lions touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake. Bates. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dayo Odeyingbo just this would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Bates. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
That pass knocked away by Eric Stokes. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? Just inside the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Smith as they'll try to run some clock. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, 66. Regular.
Here's Brady. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football. I hope that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every